Hello everybody, today we have beautiful Acer Nitro AN515 gaming laptop with Intel Core i5 12th Gen and RTX 4050 graphics with beautiful screen 144 Hz. So let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. Let's start. Start with bottom screws. Okay, now we have to separate the bottom case from the Palmrest. Let's see what this. Okay. So use plastic tool, otherwise you will scratch the other parts. And then find the gap where you can put your sponger. Take off also the cover from the hinges. And now, so it's pretty tough job, but you have to find this gap and then work your way around the edge. Disconnect all the clips. Now the bottom is out. That's our part number. Stop. So now we have access to all internal components. Let's start with disconnecting the battery. Now let's take the battery out. So if your laptop doesn't hold the charge or the battery is swollen, you can replace it. Here we have the model number for the battery. Now let's check under the cover. Here we have our memory. So if your memory is bad or you would like to upgrade, spread those arms and then this is how you can take it out and you can replace it. Here we have our Wi-Fi card. So if your Wi-Fi doesn't work, you can replace this card. This will fix the problem. So unscrew one screw on the top. And pull it out. And here we have the model part number. Here we have our storage. That's our hard drive. The drive sits in a caddy, so to take out the drive to replace it or upgrade it, unscrew it from the caddy. And this is the actual drive. So we can upgrade it, replace it for the bigger one. Now let's take out our heatsink cooling fan. So if your laptop overheats, this is how we can do it. First we see the video cable goes over the heatsink, so let's disconnect it. Now we can take out all the screws from the fan and the heatsink. Now let's disconnect the fan from the motherboard. And the other one is here. Now we can lift the heatsink. Be very gentle, don't bend it. If you bend it, it won't work anymore. So that's our cooling heatsink with fans. Here we have the part numbers. Here on the motherboard we can see the graphics card and the processor. They both soldered on the motherboard, so you cannot replace it. If they don't work, you have to replace the whole motherboard. Now let's disconnect our speakers. So if your sound is bad, you can replace speakers. This is how you do it. Those are the speakers and the part numbers. Now we can take out our I/O board. It has our audio and USB port. So if those ports don't work, you can replace this board. Disconnect it from the motherboard. Always close the clips, otherwise you may break them. Okay, so that's our I/O board. Here we have the part number. So now we can disconnect the remaining cables and then we will be pulling out the motherboard. Let's keep the CMOS battery with the motherboard. Okay, now take out all the screws. Okay, this is how we take out the motherboard. One more thing. Here we have the part number. Okay, now we can see our keyboard is riveted to the Palmrest, so we cannot replace it. Same with the touchpad, looks like it's riveted. No, the touchpad has screws. Okay, so we could replace the touchpad, but not the keyboard. If the keyboard breaks, you have to buy the whole keyboard Palmrest touchpad assembly. So let's take off the screen now. Unscrew the hinge screws. Two more here on the front. Okay. Watch out for the cables, they routed here through the Palmrest, so gently. That's our keyboard touchpad Palmrest assembly. Here we have part numbers. And here we have our beautiful screen left in one piece. Usually look for the whole screen. It's hard to replace just the LCD. It's very fragile and you may crack it. So if you need parts, check gatlaptopparts.com. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.